Something I love about the new Chevy Traverse is the shifter. If you pull it towards you, it puts you in neutral, and if you hold it, you can put it in reverse, drive, or you push the button here to put it back in park. I like that because it cleans up the center console here. The 3rd gen Chevy Traverse is finally here. And based off the exterior, Chevy knocked it out of the park. I borrowed this Traverse from Jerry Seiner Chevrolet here in Salt Lake City. Be sure to ask for Keith for availability. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys can see some of the pricing on this one. At the very top is the description with the colors. So this is a Z71. It only comes in all-wheel drive with this trim. Sterling gray metallic is the paint, and then this does have the leather seating on the interior. And here's a short listing of the standard equipment. Base price is going to be $46,400. And here is the enhanced driving package, which is probably a must-have because it has Super Cruise for just under $3,800. Sunroof is a twin panel. It's going to be $1,500, and this does have the leather seats for $1,000. Destination comes in at $1,395 with a total price of $54,050. And here are the Philly Commie numbers that were just released recently. I used to sell the 1st generation Traverse, and I will be honest with you guys, I didn't think it was going to make it past the 1st generation personally. But I'm glad that Chevy stuck it out, because this is a true testament of going from not that great to pretty great. Now on the front end, you guys can see with the Z71, you get some really aggressive styling. Love the black grille, and you have some red recovery hooks down below in case you get stuck. There are front parking sensors, and they do give you one off to the side, so pulling into your garage is going to be made a little bit easier. As far as your headlights go, let's kind of unpack these really quickly. Number one, I don't see any fog lights on the front end, but you do have a high and low beam projector LED headlight right here. And check out your accent lights too. So they are a switchback, so they have that white LED, and then they have the orange or amber turn signal. Really nice design there. Black bow tie Z71 badge on the front grille, and then you do have a camera up front. Active grille shutters, and then check out your skid plates down below. That's actually metal for sure, and they go pretty far back, so obviously most people who are buying this are not going to be taking this off-road, but those are good for if there's something in the road and you run over it, doesn't damage anything on the bottom, right? Now let's check out the suspension just really quickly. I believe this has like a little bit over 1 inch of a lift over the regular Traverse, but independent front suspension. Nothing like extreme obviously, but for the most part they really build these for on-road manners, and you can see that on the suspension for sure. And I like the sterling gray too, it's a nice color. Now the good thing is, if you get a Z71, you do have off-road tires, so Goodyear Wrangler Territory ATs, and then here is the size, 265/65/18, and then here's the capacity, 2,601 pounds per tire, and max PSI for the tire is going to be 51 PSI. They do provide a fabric material inside the wheel well, which is easy if you use a power washer. And then here's your fender flares. It gives a little bit more of a wider stance too. This one also has the black mirror caps as well. Turn signal on the mirror, and then you guys see more of those cameras. Blind spot monitoring, and these mirrors are heated. Painted door handles, and I like the fact that they give you smart key for the front and rear doors. On their $100,000 trucks, they don't have that anymore. They took it away. But here's a good side view. And then notice some of the plastic down below. Something that I don't mention a lot. I like the plastic down there because if you do run your car through a car wash, rocks will always chip up paint down there, so having plastic might be better. Now they don't have any specs online about the fuel tank, but figure it's probably between 18 and 20 gallons. Regular fuel, and then you have more fabric material for the wheel well, and it has a really nice wheel design too. I love the tail lights. These are full LED tail lights, really aggressive styling. You can kind of see some Toyota with this area right here, how it kind of goes down like that. Quad exhaust out back, and they do hide the hitch down below. About 5,000 pounds of towing capacity on this. And your backup camera here does have a sprayer. Your rear view camera, for your rear view mirror I should say, has a sprayer too, so if they get dirty you can clean those off. Love the black accents out back. This is really done well. And then you guys see some of your badgings blacked out. Z71 badge right there. And this is the first ever Z71 trim level too for the Traverse. Interesting enough, lots of storage behind the third row seat too. I'm actually shocked. There is a tray that you can get if you're building this from the factory. Basically, you can get a tray to get more storage back here too. They give you some 12-volt plugs, some tie downs, and let's see. Wow, I'm actually shocked by that. That is pretty deep storage right here. More tie downs on this side, and if you want to put the tailgate down, just push the button and it drops down. I don't see that you can open this rear glass, by the way, but let's go ahead and talk about the powertrain for this new Traverse. Let's have a quick moment of silence for the naturally aspirated V6. All right, with that being said, meet the new powertrain, which is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, aluminum construction, and it's going to have 328 horsepower that comes on around 5,500 RPMs and 326 pound-feet of torque, which comes on around 3,500 RPMs. Aluminum construction, they're still using variable valve timing, and it does have direct injection only. That being said, 8-speed transmission. Let's go ahead and check out the interior. As I mentioned, I did sell the first generation of Traverse, and seeing this interior is really nice. I think that Chevy knocked it out of the park. Now if you want to pop that rear, they do have a button on the side that allows you to pop that. I like that they make it easy to find too. A little bit of storage down below, and then check out your soft touch that they have where your arm's going to be at. Even on the top of the door card here, soft touch, red accents. You guys saw some of that red stitching and white stitching on the seats right there. Bose sound system. And then check out your screen layout. They actually kind of incorporated some Cadillac Escalade in this Traverse. And 11-inch screen, 17-inch screen, something like that. These screens are huge. And the bolstering on the seats is decent too, especially on the very top here. Perforated leather, so it helps it to breathe better. And some of your badging on the seats. Now the headrests do not tilt, and if you want to drop that tailgate down, you can do it from inside. Nothing new there. Telescoping and tilt steering wheel, and you guys see some of your buttons on the side here. This has a twin clutch all-wheel drive system, which is nothing new. Electronic parking brake there, and then here's some of your modes for your drive. Auto stop start, and you can dim or brighten that screen right there. Stepping in is pretty easy. Even though this does have a slight lift, it's not that tall still. So this might be better for people who do live in areas that it snows in. And yeah, I do like the accents on the dash too. Look at that. It looks really good. Good job. And soft touch right there, right here. Although this is going to be hard plastic. No heads-up display, but you do have an alert right here. And as you guys saw, you didn't see any of your lighting controls. Let's go ahead and start it up really quickly. So basically now, and they've kind of incorporated this in the Colorado, you now have your lighting controls right here. But because you have automatic lights, you don't really need those outside the screen, which is pretty nice because it cleans up the interior a little bit too. Here is the steering wheel. You guys can see some of your Super Cruise there. Heated steering wheel. And you have your dual climate control down below. Now as far as your seats go, you guys can see it has heated seats. I don't see that it has ventilated seats, which is interesting. But I did push this button here. Let me do it one more time. So if you push this button right there, you guys can see these are buttons that you would see on the interior that are now inside the screen. So power window lockout, dome light, so that you can pretty much control more things in the screen. Now you guys can see right here, 360 camera view, and they have an overhead view as well. You guys can see the rear and the front, right? And then let's see, they also have what's called side view. Oops. Let's see what the side says. Oh yeah, there's your side view. Now you do have a wireless charger down here for your phone, and you have two USBs. You're gonna have a type C to the left, type A to the right, another 12-volt plug right there. You have one in that rear as you saw. Cup holders, you have a little bit of storage right there. This is all wrapped in leather for your center armrest. And off to the side here, and check that out, you have storage below your center console. I like that they give that to you. And this tray is removable. They do illuminate this area. I don't see any power plugs in here, however. But overall, I think that they've done a good job. You have a black liner for the roof here, grab handle to get in, some LED lighting for your vanity, and you guys see right there, they show you that this is for your sunshades. Also, do you guys notice you do have your caution lights up here now, and for your big old twin panel roof, you have a power shade. You do have navigation, Wi-Fi, auto park assist, so this can park itself, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wirelessly. And for people who like to see gauges, they do have temperatures for the transmission, coolant temperature, and oil for the Traverse. Again, they don't even have this for the big trucks, which I'm probably assuming they're going to have soon. Your trip information is going to be inside of here. So in this screen, you do have this button that will control this screen. So they have a few pages, and you can actually push things from here to here on the Colorado, and it's probably the same here. Let's just see really quickly. If I were to push here, you can actually add to driver display. So you guys see that you can add things to this screen. I like that they do that. It's really smart. You can do navigation on this screen, have your audio controls on this screen. That way you don't have to keep going back and forth. This is going to be for your adaptive cruise control, shows you the RPMs. I like the layout. What Chevy's been doing with their screens is perfect. I love what they're doing here. And then you guys can see this is like a feature for the Super Cruise. No grab handles on the sides, but you do have them up there. Let's go ahead and check out the passenger side. I didn't point this out, but look at the texture on this trim piece here. You have that bright trim piece here. You guys see the push button start a little bit better on this side. Glove box down below. Pretty big. Out back, a little bit of storage in the door. And this seat does slide forward and back, and you can recline it. You do have your armrest on the sides of the seats right there. Anchors for your child seats, and they do have storage on the seat backs too. Stepping in is pretty easy. They do give you the grab handles on the side here. Air vents are on the sides. And you guys see that big old twin panel roof? This is really nice when you have views like this. When you're driving through the mountains, having a panel sunroof is perfect. Cup holders right there. Single climate control, and a little bit of storage down below. Also 120 volt power plug, 2 type C USBs, and you have that pass through, which is 3 across, and more USBs out back, a little bit of storage there. Not bad. I don't see that these seats back here recline though, and I have this seat pushed up a little bit, and this seat's all the way back, so you guys can see little kids are going to sit back there unless someone decides to push their seat up. But let's go ahead and check out the numbers on the door now. I'll pretty much end the video. Here is the gross axle ratings, and then gross vehicle weight is over 6,000 pounds. 18 by 8 wide wheels. You guys see right there? Payload is 1,548 pounds. So this has decent payload for a mid-size SUV. But I hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to subscribe. I will be doing some drive videos in the future. As you guys can see, this one is sold and I can't drive it, so once they get some more in, we'll do some test drives. Maybe I'll get a Ford Explorer and put it up against that. See you guys soon.